Did you ever wonder if the victim in a criminal matter who has a no contact order against the defendant, are they also restrained? We know that the defendant is restrained from contacting the victim, but is the victim restrained from contacting the defendant? Well, if you're interested in that area of the law, if that's a question you've ever wondered about, stay tuned because this is the video for you. My name is Lance Fryrear, and I'm the defender of justice.
Defender of justice. Defender of justice. Defender of justice.
I don't normally look like this. I look like this, and that's because I'm a defense attorney. And sometimes it's fun to do these videos as the defender of justice. And that's a question that we always get in my law firm. My law firm is located in Linwood, Washington, and we've been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years. And we often get the question, because we represent a lot of people charged with domestic violence, that says, hey, I can't contact my wife or I can't contact my boyfriend. I'm assuming that they also can't contact me. And let me tell you, it's complicated, but for the most part, what we end up telling our clients is the victim is not restrained. The victim does not have an order against them saying they can't do things. And so that can be super annoying for the defendant. The defendant may get contacted by the victim with a text message or a phone call, or God forbid they come knocking at the door. And then you think, well, what am I to do? I mean, aren't they restrained also? Well, they're not restrained. The law does not restrain their actions. So when we get that question, we tell our clients that if the alleged victim contacts you by text or voicemail, not to respond, but to let us know about it. Or if we're not your attorney, it might be a good idea to let your attorney know about it, because that can be useful. If you respond, then that's a violation of the order and would subject you to arrest and a whole new crime. So, but Lance, I am a alleged victim watching this video, right? Lots of people watch these videos, and the advocate or the police officer or somebody told me that I'm not allowed to contact the defendant either, that they told me that. Well, think about it. That makes sense that that's what you would be told as an alleged victim, because they don't want there to be a problem. There's nothing wrong with an advocate or a police officer or, telling an alleged victim, hey, don't contact the defendant, because of course you're making it hard for the defendant and they don't want you together anyway because they think a crime happened. That's why there's a charge and a no contact order to begin with. But from our point of view, there is no legal restraint against the alleged victim. And so if you're told that, I think that's well-meaning by an advocate or well-meaning by a police officer, but in my opinion, in our firm's opinion, that is legally inaccurate. So if you're a defendant in this situation and you're being contacted, save the contacts, don't respond to them. They could help in your case. Well, Lance, what if I pick up the phone and I didn't know it was the victim calling me and I say hello? Well, that couldn't be a knowing violation because you didn't know who was on the other end. So if you say hello and it's them on the other end, you should just hang up, right? Because that's all you can do, but make sure you contact your attorney so they can deal with it. It can get complicated. Sometimes, and most of the time, the alleged victim doesn't want the no contact order. And so they really want to contact you as the defendant. They want you to contact them, and they can get really upset and hurt if you're not responding, because it's not them who gets arrested if you respond. So in some situations, your attorney might need to reach out to the alleged victim to get them to understand that you're not allowed to respond and that it's not personal, but you're just trying not to get arrested, okay? What if they come knocking at your door? The alleged victim comes knocking at your door. What do? Well, you don't answer it. You don't let them in. Some people would say call the police. I don't like that idea either. I say what you do is you get a hold of your attorney so they can try to help you figure out what to do. You got to do what's right to protect yourself. If you did call the police, you'd say, hey, I've not spoken to this alleged victim. He or she is at my door. Can you please help me? I don't know what to do. And then again, make sure you tell your attorney. What if you end up in the same place? You've been going to, the same gym or the same restaurant forever. Are they allowed to go there too, even though, that was your place you always go? Yes, they're allowed. They're not restrained. If you end up at the same place, you're the one who's supposed to leave. Now, every case is unique. There are unique examples, so you need to contact your attorney. But in general, the way the court thinks about it is, hey, you're the one who's alleged to have done wrong. You're the one whose actions are temporarily restrained. You're the one who's responsible to make sure the order's not violated. They're not going to say, well, you were there first, so the victim has to leave. That's not how they're going to look at it. So you've got to put aside your pride, put aside how you personally feel about what's fair, because none of this is fair, right? No one has ever said that the system is fair. Even the defender of justice knows that we have a lot of defending to do, because the system certainly is not individually fair from every person's point of view. So, but if they end up in the same place, make sure that you leave. Don't talk to them. Don't say you can't be here. Just don't put yourself at risk. So I hope you found this useful. If so, please like and please subscribe. More people will get the information they need. And if you are in a situation, either as an alleged victim or as a defendant, and you need some help in your criminal case, on either side, feel free to give us a call. My law firm's been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years. And when we show up to help you, we're not going to look like this. We're going to look like regular attorneys. But if it makes sense, we're going to listen to what happened. We're going to identify a way forward, and we're going to be there for you. Thank you.